From Makerere University. Wilson, you are the Students Affairs Minister in the 88th Guild.
Yes, yes.
Nice to have you on the show.
Nice to have you too.
Kindly say hello to the viewer.
Yes, my name is Bavinga Gozan Wilson. I'm a student at Makerere University. I'm doing a bachelor's degree of medicine and surgery, and in my 4th year of study. Yes, I've been serving as the Students Affairs Minister for Makerere University. The Guild actually is the students' body which governs students at Makerere University in the leadership concept. There are very many organs, and I've been in the executive serving as the Students Affairs Minister, where we focus more on the students' welfare and the challenges, all the projects, or what is actually prevailing within the students. So each and everything which concerns students, it has always been in my docket.
And you're the right person to have on the panel today. So give us the picture of students at Makerere. What are those challenges that students at Makerere University do face?
It's actually a very good question, because we find that from the time that you come to Makerere University to the time that you leave, if you're a resident, if you're going to stay within the halls of residence, we have actually some, I would start from the most obvious ones, the accommodation. If you're off campus, you're non-resident, you're supposed to rent somewhere. So I would say that also we have issues about accommodation. The students who may not be in position to live within their comfort. So it is also a challenge that you may not be able to live within your comfort. You have a room which is good, so it stresses some students. Then when you go to the academics, we have issues about academics. You are going to do exams, you have not prepared well, or maybe you have a missing mark somewhere, or you have a retake. So these are challenges which actually cut across.
The normal challenges that students do face.
Yes.
Why should anyone be proud to be a student of Makerere University?
Well, actually, to me, I would think that if there is a possibility for each and every citizen of Uganda,
they should go
to
through
study
Makerere University.
To come to campus, you should study from Makerere University.
Okay.
Because there are very many opportunities, there is a lot of exposure, and even the environment itself, I think it's a good learning environment for any person in Uganda to study, or even people from outside Uganda to come to Makerere.
Do students at Makerere University still value being pure? And to be pure, we'll take it in aspect of sexuality. For example, someone still being a virgin when they're at campus, and respecting sex. Do students still have that kind of, respect for sex?
Yes, well, I would think that each and everyone would love to be pure, because purity, I think, follows with a lot of dignity, follows with a lot of integrity, and there is also the self-esteem which follows with it. Because if you know that I'm pure, I have, because sometimes they say that if you are pure in mind, even the acts are, most times they are going to be pure. So, and a good percentage of students actually treasure it to be pure. And even if someone goes, they are not pure, maybe they make a mistake somewhere, somehow, they would prefer to be pure.
Wow. Thank you so much. Coming to you, Hadija, welcome to Youth of Purpose.
Thank you.
Kindly say hello to the viewer.
Hi viewers, I'm called Ebere Hadija from His Image Ministries.
What is His Image Ministries?
His Image Ministry is a pro-life movement that treasures life. Yeah, we basically look at life as something so precious, and we would love everyone to have the life that we are supposed to have.
Wow. What is pro-life movement?
A pro-life movement, pro-life has basically look at defending the right to life, not only for the babies in the womb, but also for the mother, for anyone else, for the fathers, any person in the world. would treasure their lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us about MAP, Modesty, Abstinence and Purity, one of
Well-
the projects that you're running.
Well, MAP is one of our projects in His Image Ministries, and we have modesty, abstinence and purity. Modesty does not only mean to be modest with what you put on, but with whatever you do. In your mind, your ways, how you live your life, how you do your things, you have to be a modest person. Yeah, and then abstinence, that is abstaining from all the sexual stuff, sex, romance and all that.
Yes.
Then purity, living a pure life, because we are all called to live a pure life.
Okay.
Yes.
So majorly you do focus on students at university, and to be specific at Makerere University.
Yeah.
What are those projects that you run at Makerere?
At Makerere University, we have one that is called Impact Makerere with Life Survey, where we go to the university, talk to the students, make these surveys to know basically what they think about abortions, because we might be here having a different perspective about abortion, yet other people have a different perspective about it. So we basically want to know what other people think about abortion and what is their stand on abortion. Then we have pro-life campaigns where we go teach about pro-life, train pro-life champions. We usually have pro-life seminars, conferences to teach people to be good pro-lifers and to value the gift of life.
I would like to understand from these surveys that you have been doing, what are your findings in as far as sex or sexual reproductive and health is at Makerere University? Do these students actually have enough information about sex, and do they know what to do before they get involved into such kind of activities? And what are those challenges basically that you have found out from your surveys?
And based on the surveys, most students they know what sex is.
Okay.
But when we go to university, sometimes we have a lot of excitement. There are some students that are not always in communities when they're at home, but now when they get a chance of leaving their homes and now they're in university, someone is staying in their own hostels.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like someone will be like,
They are not
I
used to
really
the
need
freedom.
Yes, I really need to find out what is out here. So most students have that in their mind that they need to
explore.
Thank you. They need to explore what is out there, and then some of the people they live with are not helping them, because if I'm living with friends that are sexually active, I also find myself taking the same route.
Yeah.
So I think most students are not informed about what to do while in universities, because I believe when we go to university or when we go to schools, our main goal in schools is education.
Okay.
But sometimes you find them doing other stuff, going into different things that are not in contrary to the education that brought them in universities. Yeah.
Okay, so from your engagements, do you find why students no longer do treasure being pure and being modest? Actually, some of them will look at it as being backward, and that's why the issue of peer pressure will come in. What you're talking about, that your peers will be looking at you as if something is wrong with you, as if you're not up to the standard. And in order for you to be able to be on the same standing, you want to do exactly what they're doing. So why do you think students no longer treasure being pure?
It is because some students are taught when you reach university, you're no longer a kid, you're an adult.
Wow.
And most people think sex is okay while at university, because when you go and carry out another survey about sex, people will tell you, I mean, hey, I'm a grown-up person now, it is okay for me to have sex, but I believe sex is meant for the marriage, right? Yeah. So most students think when they go to these universities, they're mature enough and they're okay to do whatever they want to do with their lives. Because they believe this is my life, so I'm okay to do whatever I'm doing with it, as long as I'm not staying with my mother.
Yes.
I don't have that control. They don't have that control over me, so it is okay for me to try out things that I've never tried out.
So what exactly do you do in your projects to make sure that students get this information and are helped to be able to take in all that information?
Yeah, while during our surveys, we basically ask information about abortion, but then like when we ask this information about abortion and then we know what other people think about abortion, that is where modesty, abstinence and purity comes in. Yeah, we educate our fellow youths the importance of someone abstaining and the importance of someone living a modest life and the importance of someone living a pure life. So that is where this program comes in. After these surveys, then we bring in this program to help our fellow young youths make rightful life choices.
Okay.
Yes.
Coming to you, Wilson, what does the Guild do? Because basically you're in charge of students, you're linking up the students to the university administration, but also majorly the fact that you are the Minister for Students Affairs. You should be able to understand, all those challenges that the young people do go through. Do the students at the university get enough sexual reproductive health information and services?
I would say that no, they don't get them. Because me personally, I've had a chance. I'm training to be a doctor, so it is one of the packages that we learn, and when we go out to the communities to talk about sexual and reproductive health and rights, we do that. But of recent, I haven't seen that being talked about a lot. Or maybe there is, I don't know if there is stigma or fear to just talk about it. It is something that I think we haven't done so much as Guild, to talk about the sexual and reproductive health and rights. But I believe that actually students, it is in the right ages to know about their sexuality, about their rights, about other things, because it is actually not just an act of having sex, but also the other things which follow. They need to know actually when one is supposed to engage in this, what are the dangers, what are their rights, because they have to know that being in love doesn't actually mean that going into a sexual activity proves that you love someone. Not really. And you find that, I don't know, because these are young people who are still so much energetic, they consider it to be like any other activity. So, and you find that people take actually a lot of pride in it. Yes, because I've been with peers, I've been with boys, and they say that the more numbers of girls that I can even have like 3 in a day, and so if
the more they feel they are men.
Yes. So they need to know about their race, that it is actually not to.
It doesn't make you more of a man by sleeping with more women.
So I think one of the talks that we should be having with these students, and we should focus more, because they feel like it's not it is not a danger to them. It is not a problem. They consider it as any other activity that anyone can do, and it makes them to feel like more of a man or more of a youth. Actually, yes, there is more meaning to being a youth, to being a student, yes.
That's why they don't care about being pure. Why do you think most students are getting engaged in sexual activities, or sexual immorality, actually, if I should call it that?
I believe it's we can attribute it maybe to the environment that we stay in, the friends, the peers, because you find that these are young people who actually, and when you come to a community, there are very many, you're studying with very many girls, you're studying with very many boys, so we can't actually stop them from dating, but also I think we haven't got a lot of information about what sexuality is all about. There is less about maybe the religion, because all of me and you can agree on the role of religion in terms of purity and modesty, as she has talked about it, that it is actually church which is trying to do a lot of work to teach these people that actually you can have a religious relationship. Yeah, you can date someone, But in sex act, it's a privilege for the married, for the people that are married. But we find that maybe we are misusing it at a wrong time, because we have not had we are not well educated, we don't have the knowledge, and we have less of the partners to come in and spread the message. Yes, because I don't always see these organizations like Reproductive Health Uganda. They had one session one time, but I haven't seen them like holding as very many as possible. And
The consistency is not there.
consistency is not there.
What do you do as a guild to make sure that students get this information, apart from getting partners from outside?
I think also the guild, we need to spearhead and prioritize some of the things. Because trust me, we have been doing as very many activities, advocacies. In this recent campaign, actually, we are even running a HPV campaign, human papillomavirus campaign, which to talk about the cervical cancer, which affects very many students, and actually it's related about sexuality. We know very well that want to get cervical cancer, you get it from a man through sexual activity. And the people that are more at risk, these ladies who have had very many sexual encounters, early sex debut, very many sexual partners. So actually, I think that instead of us having such campaigns, and we can actually focus on how best can we maybe prevent and make sure that people are pure. Because if you are pure, there is no way you can get cervical cancer. There is no way you are going to get this sexually transmitted infection, sexually transmitted diseases. So if we are going to have maybe HIV and AIDS run, because it is secondary to having sex. So why don't we have actually these awareness campaigns talk about the sexuality and people know about their rights? Because it is the reason. Even if we talk about that, you can prevent using condom use, other things, testing to know the status before you have. But why don't you talk about purity? So
And the value that it brings to
value
you.
and people knowing about their sexual rights. I think to me, actually, it is a lot of impact than us focusing on the secondary consequences.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Wilson. We're going into listening to a number of young people who are volunteers but also beneficiaries from the His Image Ministries, which is engaging students from universities, to be specific, Makerere, to make sure that they get this information about sexual reproductive health and make sure that they can embrace being modest, being pure, and making sure that they do abstain and wait to have sex at the right time. Let's listen in. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, I'm Anan Trijuche, and I'm a facilitator and a volunteer here with His Image Ministries. And the program I facilitate is called Let's Talk About Life. This is a program where we invite various people to come and join, and we interact in discussions, mainly and mostly centered around abortion and how we can work together to spread the culture of life. Yeah? And with this, we have also other conversations about other aspects of life, like living a life of purity, a life of modesty, and a life that will glorify our Lord and our Master, King Jesus. Mainly, what we talk about during abortion is how we can try to change people's minds in not thinking about spreading death, but saving the lives of the preborns and the lives of the innocent babies that are massacred every day, every hour in our culture. And secondly, we try to encourage people to embrace motherhood and not seeing as children as a burden, but as a blessing from God. Because as a Bible facilitator, I strongly believe that life is a gift that we all receive freely from God.
Hello everyone, by the names of Namlondo Justin, a student at Makerere University doing quantitative economics, a finalist. Yeah, His Image Ministry has been a good thing to me as a lady. It taught me to be pure. It taught me to be a girl who is confident in everything I do, no matter what the situation is, no matter the culture around me, no matter what you're doing. I emphasize you guys to be pure. Purity is everything we need.
Kamakanya Sabina Hope, a student at Makerere University. I'm doing Bachelor of Science in Quantitative Economics. I've been able to stay pure and remain modest through his image ministries, through the Bible studies, in line with the scripture that have helped me to keep abstaining with the Christian teachings and continue being pure. Modesty as a girl child, that values that it has impacted in me, how abortion is wrong, how I'm supposed to dress smartly at the same time when I'm decent, and how it has really helped me go through my life at campus. For all the 3 years I've been in the system. And I really ask and urge you all girls to remain modest, stay pure, be who you are, and continue doing the work of the Lord.
My name is Joyce Awori. I'm a mother to baby Miracle, and I'm here to encourage girls not to engage in sex and try to abstain. For my case, I didn't engage in sex willingly, but I was raped. And though I was raped, I chose to keep the Miracle after being helped and counseled by staff from his image ministries. I encourage girls not to go through with abortions because they are risking their lives and the babies' lives.
Welcome back. My name is Ivan Tumukunda and you're watching Youth of Purpose, a show that is here to empower you, the young person. We are still talking about modesty, abstinence and purity. How can we be pure as young people? And I still have Adija and Wilson. I do believe you are able to learn a thing from those young people who are telling you on what they are doing to empower themselves, but also those beneficiaries that have benefited from the projects by his image ministries. So what is your ministry doing else to engage these university students?
We have different programs. We have the VIP programs.
Program.
Yeah, very important persons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the very important persons?
The young women.
Wow.
The unprepared mothers, student mothers
Okay.
that are considering abortions.
Wow.
So we basically call them very important people because we are not looking at just one person, but we are looking at two people, the baby in the womb and then the mother. So we call them very important because we don't want them to have that feeling in them, that guilty feeling in them that what they are doing is wrong, but we just want to show them that they are loved and someone is prepared to support them. Yeah, we also have the Couch of Life training.
Okay.
It is a training that is offered to the volunteers that are always willing to go out for the surveys. We first train them here at his image ministries, then we send them out for surveys. We have the Impact Makerere with life survey. We have where we also go for bazaars.
Okay.
And then pass on this information to the students still during the bazaars. We have MAP. I've talked about MAP.
Yes.
Yes, we have Let's Talk About Life. It always happens every Saturday at our offices.
Okay.
Every Saturday, young youths meet and talk about different things about life. We don't only talk about abortions, but we know that youths have a lot of things that challenge them and a lot of things that they need to learn.
Okay.
So we just come and talk about anything, any topic that is on the table, then we discuss about that.
So a young person who wants to access your services and keep engaging with you, how can they be able to reach out to you?
Yeah, we are located along Sapolo Kagwa Road, just opposite Sedat, next to Nicodemus Pop Joint. Okay. Our offices are always open from Monday to Thursday and then Saturday. Okay. Or you can reach out to us. We have social media platforms.
You have a website?
We have a website, www.hisimageministries.com. Okay. Then we have our Instagram page, His Image Ministries. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Adija. Coming to you, Wilson, what can the Guild do to make sure that you have continuous engagement of the students, but also bring about projects that are student-centered, to make sure that students can have conversations within themselves, to make sure that these values of being modest, abstinence, and being pure are maintained within the university?
Yes, actually, thank you for the question. In the Guild, we have a ministry which is actually in charge of ethics and integrity. So, but it has a challenge now to come up with a club, actually, because I think that for the sustainability, if you can in this ministry and we come up with a club about purity, and it can always have these sessions that from each and every guild that comes up from now onwards, that this club actually is being managed by students, and these are the students who are going to do these sessions on and on.
Yes.
I think that is going to be a lot of sustainability, and these are students that are going to reach out to their fellow students and preach about the beauties, the benefits of being pure. And I believe that students will appreciate more if a fellow student is actually reaching out to you and you see that the weight and the importance of maintaining your purity. Because all of us, we know the dangers, we know the disadvantages
Of engaging in sex when you're not yet ready.
we're not yet ready,
Yes.
and yet there's time for everything, and we believe that it's actually better as guild leaders to see that we handle the welfare of our students. We don't want one to regret for a lifetime because of the mistakes that we made in Makerere University
Yes.
when we are still studying, but rather for students to take a lot of pride and always refer to the guild leadership that when I was in Makerere University, the guilds, one of the sessions that they had, they talked to me, and that is why I'm living this life.
Yeah.
I'm pure, and they helped me to shape and uphold my integrity and self-esteem. Yes.
Thank you so much, Wilson. Thank you so much, Adija, for engaging with us. And I do thank you for the endeavors and initiatives that you're carrying out to make sure that we save the young people of this nation, because the consequences of engaging with sex at an early age are very, very many. So I thank you so much for watching this show. Follow us on our social media platforms at Youth of Purpose. You can also engage with us on our website at youthofpurpose.org. We'll be able to get back to you and have these proper discussions. But also, if you have any engagement that you'd love to have in regards to helping the young people be empowered, reach out to us and we'll be able to get back to you and empower this nation. I thank you so much for watching this show. My name is Ivan Tumukunde. Follow me on all my social media platforms at I_Tumukunde. Thanks so much for watching this show. See you next time.
Youth of Purpose.